Hey, I'm back. After some phone glitches, it turned out that my cable that I was using was faulty, so I've ditched that one and using a brand new cable. Well, it's not a new cable, but it's one that seems to be working better. So hopefully we'll get through this one in one piece. So for those of you who were with me in the last video, we were making a card with this set, the Sweet Ice Cream set, which comes with a matching punch. I'm going to pop this in the holder and I'll show you. But for anyone that is wondering, we are making things at the moment with stuff out of this new catalogue, this one. So this is the new mini January to June mini catalogue. So it'll run all the first half nearly of next year. That's exciting. So there's so many lovely things in there. You got to see me start making a card last time and I actually finished it. This is how it turned out in the end. So I hope you like it. I'm going to show you really quickly how I made it again. I've recut the pieces. Last time I didn't know what I was making until it happened, but now I've made the card. So let's pop the phone in the holder and see how we go. All right, give me 1 second. I'll switch this around. You get the view out the window and then you get the view of my desk. Here. Okay, straighten everything up. That looks better, not too bad. Okay, so you can see how the card came out. I think it turned out pretty nice. Hopefully those of you who came along last time, I can see a few people here. We've got 5 people. Woohoo, that's exciting. Hopefully those of you who were here last time have been able to come back and we've picked up a few extra people, so that's awesome. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2021. Oh my goodness, we almost made it through 2020. Very exciting. So this is a card that I'm going to show you how to make. Very simple. I'm using some matching things, which just makes it so much easier. So this is the paper that we're using. This is part of the Ice Cream Corner Suite, and it is really pretty, lovely. I think there's soft colors, but there's a bit of brightness in there too, and you can see we've got coordinating colors on each side. I love these watercolor kind of looks. Blackberry Bliss stripes are always good. Cute little ice creams, stripes, dots. Love dots, and that's what I've used on my card. See, I've got some of the dots here, so they look pretty cool. And the other side has these beautiful splashes, which I think are beautiful, and I use those too. Then we've got a similar thing, more splashes, but in different colors. We've got the bumblebee, the So Saffron, and it looks like there's a bit of terracotta tile in there. It actually looks like Calypso Coral and Poppy Parade. Let me have a quick look on the back, because the colours are always mentioned on the back, and I keep forgetting. Yes, I think the colours that are on that other side there are actually terracotta tile, cinnamon cider maybe, but it does look a little bit like a bit of Poppy Parade in there and a bit of Calypso Coral, but it's not. Well, it says it's not, but I think you could match with those colours quite nicely, quite easily. Aren't they pretty though? Look at these cute little ice creams, aren't they gorgeous? So you could cut them out or do whatever you want with them, use them as backgrounds, whatever, little sprinkles. But I've just used this paper as background for my card today. So this is what we're going to end up with. So the colour, the green in there, it says it's Old Olive. I did mention this last time, but I think you could also get away with Pear Pizzazz. If you don't have Old Olive, you could get away with that definitely. And I've cut these. So, I haven't cut it very well. Let me get my paper trimmer. Here we go. And I'm cutting, so making sure this is cut to the right size. So this is for the card front. Yes, 14.3 by 10. Yes, that's correct. But this one just needs a little bit of needs to be ½ centimetre smaller. So it's 13.8 by 9.5. That's correct. Yeah. Here we go. And then that should fit on this piece because it's, like I said, ½ centimetre smaller on each side. And let's go ahead and pop that straight down. Last time I had some challenges with my seal as well, because it was the end of a roll. Hopefully we won't have that, even though I have got a couple. I do need to replace the rolls for a couple of them. Thankfully I have plenty of stock in my drawer. Okay, so this piece is just going to go on. Isn't that beautiful, that watercolor look? I just think it's gorgeous. And then this one here, I put it just over, which side do I want to go? This side or this side? Maybe this side. Oh, I don't think it matters. We'll go that way. I like the light pool party there too, so I'm not going to cover that bit up. So you just want to position the paper so you get the best of what it is that you want to see, the bits that you like the best of showing. Right, that will do. Okay, then I've used here, this is one of the Stitch Shapes squares, the largest one actually, and I've used that here behind my little ice cream to sort of highlight the ice cream and make it into a focal point. And the stamp that I used from the stamp set, so it's this one here that says treat yourself. I thought that goes really nice with the whole ice cream theme, and I decided to go with the Bermuda Bay, which is also here in the paper. You can see a bit of Bermuda Bay in here. So it's always good to look at your papers, your DSP, and then try and match up what you can. I'm just going to grab my mat because I want to make sure I get a good image, so you're better to use a mat. I'm just using a piercing pad, but a mouse pad will work as well. So let me just, whoop, don't want to go upside down, that would be bad. Thank goodness these stamps you can see through. I'm just going to bring my head in for a second. I'm sorry, I just need to get over the top of this. I'm going into the top left hand corner of the square, just like that. Probably could have stamped that a little bit better, but oh well, it'll do for this. For the purpose of now, that'll be okay. And then what I did was I got a bit of this. This is the Old Olive ribbon from the Ornate Garden Suite, which I actually really like. And what I did was I popped it across here. Now, this is an easy, cheap way. If you haven't already seen me do this, this is the cheap way to get ribbon to look really good on your projects. Make sure that you cut it a little bit longer than whatever it is you're going to put your ribbon around. And so then I'm going to grab my adhesive, just put it on the end there, the last, I don't know, centimetre and a half, nearly an inch, not quite. And we've put that on each end, but we've left no adhesive here in the middle. And then I'm going to pop that down. I'm going to line it up so it's straight. And then the adhesive on the back there will help us stick that around the back. Okay, and the same on this side. So that looks good. You could just leave it like that, but if you want to have like a little knot, or like not a bow, bows are fine. You can tie bow quite nicely with this, but sometimes it's just easier to tie a knot, and it still looks great. So what I'm going to do is, because this isn't stuck here, I'm going to put this under here, and then we're just going to tie a knot, just a simple knot. If I can get my fingers to behave themselves. All right. I'm just looking to make sure that you can still see me. I'm terrified after last time that my phone's going to die again, but I don't think it will. I think the cable has fixed it using a cable that actually works. So can you see how that looks really nice, very simple, easy to do, and you're not mucking around with a bow. Okay, so I think that looks really, really good. All right, then I'm going to do my ice cream. So I've just got some scraps of paper. Strips are really good for this because then you can more easily get in with your punch. I find that works well. Last time I was still trying to work out which way. If you do it on a strip, you've got less to worry about. So let's see. I've already got my ice cream cone here, and I'm going to use the terracotta tile. Sorry, cinnamon cider. I get those mixed up. I don't know why. They're nothing like each other, but I'm going to stamp it off here on the page because you can see how dark it is. And then I'm going to stamp it on here. Now I will use my mat for this. And I'm just going to stamp it right here. And so you can see it's quite a bit lighter when I stamp it off. And that's good because what I want to do is I want to put this cross hatching to make it look like a waffle cone, and I want to do that with the same colour, but it's going to come out darker because this time I'm not stamping off. It's a really good little trick. If you want to have what looks like two different colours, one darker than the other but in the same tone, you don't have to have two different coloured inks. You can just have the one coloured ink and stamp it off to get the lighter tone, or don't stamp it, use it full strength to get the stronger tone. So that works really, really well. Okay, so then I'm going to get my little punch in. This is the one that matches. It's got the top of the ice cream and you've got the little cone here. And I should have gone in the other end, but still. Now, even doing a strip, I can't quite get into this. So I'm going to come in here and see if that helps. And once again, I should have started at the other end. I'm still doing it. I should have gone to this end. You know what? It would be easier. Here's another trick I'll show you. So sometimes if you do this like I've done it and you've put it on the wrong part and you can't quite get in because you can't hold on to it, what you can do is get a post-it note. Some of you may have seen this before. Hang on while I grab one. It doesn't really matter about the size of the post-it note. I've got some square ones here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that onto the post-it note, and that then gives me something to hold on to. Oh, hang on. Gives me something to hold on to so I can better get it in there. Now let's see. See how now I can hold the post-it note and hold it in the right place? Line it up and punch. There we go. I would suggest doing these separately. Don't try and do them together. It's just too hard. Alright, so I've got my little ice cream cone here, and now I need to do the top of the cone. And for this I'm going to use my Bumblebee ink. You could go with a lighter one if you want a lighter yellow. I really like the stronger Bumblebee colour, but that's totally up to you. And so for this, we've got this cute little ice cream top. And I've got it on my strip here. Get my punch. And I've done it again. See how I can't quite reach in here with this? So I'm going to trim this bit off. I'm going to get, you can use the same one as before, or we could use a different one, but we might as well use the same one. This time I'm just going to bring it in from this side. Line up my ice cream. Can you see it there? Just peel away any of post-it note that you might have got. And there it is. How cute is that? Alright, so now we've got our base piece. We've got our cone. And we've got our ice cream top. So I'm just going to position them where I want them to be. About there. I'm going to put a bit of adhesive behind my cone. Just stick that one down. And this one I'm going to put it onto some dimensionals. So I've got some dimensionals here. You could use just one or you could use two. Totally up to you. Doesn't really matter. Let's put our vanilla bit on the top of the cone there. Okay, then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back here. Yeah, I think we might have actually got all the way through a video without it dying on me. That's good. Alright. Now we've got our base piece here that we've already made. I'm going to put that straight onto here. And pop that down. Isn't that cute? I really, really like it. I think you need the ribbon in this case because this space here needed something to fill it up. I mean, you could have done something else, I guess, but I quite liked I quite like the ribbon. There's actually some really lovely Blackberry Bliss stripy ribbon that goes with this suite. I don't have that yet. I will get it though. Probably, I wouldn't have used that with this colour selection anyway. I would have brought in some of my Blackberry Bliss in the back of my, in my background before I added that. Let's go with our that'll do. Almost to the end of this roll again. Okay. And there we go. Now I've got two cute cards. Oh, there is something missing. Did you notice I put some sprinkles on this one? The sprinkles are from the same set. Let me just grab them. Here they are. And I decided to go with the Bermuda Bay with the same colour as my writing. There you go, some sprinkles. I think that really finishes it off. There we go. Aren't they cute? What do you think? Do you like it? I haven't been looking at comments while I've been creating, so... Oh, thanks, Chris. That's very nice of you. Yes, I know. It does look like a teddy bear, and that's what I was planning to show you next, Jane. So you're very clever. Hey, Fiona, how you doing? So, all right, let me pull these out of the way. I thought I would do exactly that, and I'm just deciding what colour to use. Probably crumb cake. Let's see. And then you could actually use, you could stamp it as well, but I'm just going to show you that exact thing that Jane just mentioned. And this is the right place to be. Okay, so it does look like a teddy bear. I've seen a couple of people playing around with this, and I'm just wondering, do I have a marker close by? I think I do. Give me 1 second and I'll grab it. Very easy to add. And not only that, but he's also wearing a hat. Did you notice? Because there's a hat in the punch as well. So I'm thinking maybe we might do a stripy party hat, because there's some stripy paper in here. It's that one. So let's see. So you could do a bunch of little bears with party hats, which I think would be really, really cute. So to do your face on the bears, we have had stamp sets in the past that have had cute little faces. Right now we have the menagerie set, but that's retiring. Okay, so two little eyes, a kind of an upside down triangle nose, and then just a little, this is just a very simple little bear. Alright, so very easy to do if you don't have a stamp to do it. There we go. So yeah, you could very easily make your little bear have a hat. Should it go behind, do you think? Or on top? Probably on top, I think. Or I wonder if you can get it to go around the centre bit. Oh yeah, maybe like that. But very, very simple to make a cute little card. And you could stamp it if you wanted to. So that makes this punch even more useful, I think. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to just stamp this off because I don't want it to be too dark. And we're going to darken up his face a little bit. And he's a little bit darker. And actually that's rather nice because it makes him look almost a little bit furry. But you could do it darker if you wanted to. So there you go. That's just another option that you could do with your ice cream punch. You could have it as an ice cream, or you could have it as a teddy. He's very cute, and you can make him wear a hat if you wanted. So here we go. A couple of options for you. And yeah, I've seen a couple of people doing teddy bears and thought that's pretty clever. There we go. So I'll post this card up on my Instagram and Facebook page. And if you're not a member, if you're a customer of mine, or you're in Australia and you would like to be, please go and get yourself over to the private page that I have just to connect with my customers and friends and team members. I have some team in there as well. And I do some separate videos and posts on there for them as well. So I hope everyone's having a great day. It's nearly the end of the year. As of tomorrow, 2020 is over. So I think a lot of people will be happy about that. It hasn't been the easiest of years, but I tell you what, I learned a lot this year. I have learned so much. I've grown. I feel like I've grown in my business and grown in how I conduct this little thing that I'm doing with Stampin'Up. Yeah, it's been great to see all of you guys, and I'm so grateful for your continued business and for your orders and for helping to make 2020, what could have been an awful horrible year, has been okay. We've got through it, and I'm really glad about that, and I'm glad for all the growth, and I think that 2021 is going to be a good year. I think we're going to go ahead in leaps and bounds. So see you all. If I don't get back on here again before the end of tomorrow, Happy New Year. I hope you get to spend some more time with quality time with people that you love, and maybe even find some time to get creative, get some crafting in. See you soon. Don't forget, these guys will be available January 5th. So I'll have lots more going up live before then. So don't you worry, whether it's me doing videos live or whether it's just posting stuff for you to look at, there'll be plenty to see between now and then. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.